So it's like a minimum once a year. And we change our titles as well to make it easy for us to understand. Like there's a reason that I'm CEO and he's founder, because I am CEO and he is founder. There's a reason that in Gym Launch we were co-CEOs because we were running it together. There's a reason that at one point he was CEO and I was COO because that's what we were doing. And so I've never treated our business partnership differently because of our marriage. We treat it as it should be, which is an equitable trade of skills and two people that have the same mission, the same values, but have complementary skill sets. And I think that a lot of people, again, it's just they make the convenience choice and then you end up resenting each other or regretting it a lot later, because a lot of times what happens is they also don't have the communication skills within their marriage to talk about hard stuff. And so then they're like DMing me on Instagram saying like, hey, like my husband's actually really bad at this. Like, what do I do? And I'm like, yeah, well, like that's tough, because if you can't talk about the hard shit, then like what's going to happen in the business?
Yeah.
You know, and it happens all the time.
How would you recommend someone try to unwind? Like what is their steps out if their spouse isn't the right person, or because unfortunately 33% of people listening to this just were like, oh my gosh, I might have partnered with my spouse out of convenience. Or for creators, this happens a lot. One creator, it's massive. One creator is the talent on camera, and it's maybe natural for the other person to be like the manager, manage emails, brand deals or whatever.
Yeah.
So it happens kind of organically in creator businesses because there are many couples. You could step all the way into like family vlogging, and it's you're technically a show of your whole family, so that you see tons of couples. But if it's not working, the kind of people who DM you, is there any hope? What are your next 3 moves to get out of, to at least try to say, okay, hard conversations, whatever it is, to get out?
I look at it as pain now or pain later. If you do not have the conversation, then you set yourself up for resentment because it's not working for either of you. And so when there's a discrepancy in value contributed in any relationship, one person resents the other. And so I think resentment is the number one killer of a marriage. And in my opinion, I would do anything to avoid that, including any short-term hard conversation. I think you just have to ask yourself, if I do not have this conversation, what does my life look like in 5 years?